You gotta get that warranty. Hold on. Online repair manual from Haynes.
I
14
know
day
that's right. What you
access.
get? What you ordering, boo?
So this is let me share my screen with you. Can I share a screen? Let me see if I can share a screen. Hold on. Man, no, this ain't Zoom. Okay, never mind. It's a bootleg version. I'll come back to it later. I don't really. It's not even important. It's basically it's a map sensor. It's a map. You never gave a guy your number and then right afterwards, right before you gave a guy your number, you thought to yourself, "This ain't gonna probably last that long. I'm gonna give him 2 business days."
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened at the AutoZone. You have an AutoZone in your area?
Yes.
Are there ever any fine men there so I can like probably transfer over?
Girl, it's just, it's always the lucky draw. You might get one good, you might not get a good one. You just never know.
Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, well, his teeth look like the New York state line. He's tall and skinny. That's good, right? Because I tend to hang like horses, not all the time. I came across an African. I'm like, brother, you a disgrace right now. You got too many like disabilities going on, and with what you got going on, brother, I just and he's a liar, and that's probably why it was like like this. Like if somebody asks him how he tastes, somebody's gonna say pacifier. So
Girl,
like
you
I
so
said.
silly. See, that's why I had you on here for today. This is a good topic. I wanted to go live with you. I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I'm gonna go ahead and get started so we can go ahead and start our day because I know it's raining. Is it raining where you at?
No, well, I mean, between my legs is always raining, but like outside, it's not. It's not. Where yesterday, late last night, we got some thunderstorms and whatever. So yeah, it's no, not right now.
Okay, well, I'm so glad that it's only raining in between your legs and it's not raining outside right now. So I just want to say hello, 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 hello. This is Britt with Truth Be Told podcast. This is episode number 20. Be you, do you, boo, with Kyndra
Hmm.
Crump. How you doing today, lady?
Yes, Doctor. I should start putting Dr. Kyndra Crump hyphen Taylor because I'm in a relationship currently with Rapper the Game. We're separated right now, but I'm sure once hears this episode, he's gonna want me back in the house. So
Right, he's definitely
yes,
gonna want you back.
yes, Rapper the Game. But yeah, But I'm actually the Dr. Crump comes from me manifesting graduating with my PhD in child psychology. So I can't wait to shed tears and have that on my IG and everything. Like, guys, I did it. It's Dr. Crump now, and I'm gonna put like female dog, but I'm not gonna actually put female dog.
No, but that's okay. You already walking in it. So you already putting it out there.
Most
That's
definitely.
that's what's up.
Can I give a shout out to you for being so professional and because you are a lot better than other adults I've come across when it comes to podcasts. Like you are on time, y'all. She's so on time. She's very professional. She ain't whipped her titty out at me yet. I mean, like she's doing pretty good. She's checking. Hey, I just checking in. We still on. Yes. Oh my God. You know what? I hope you get an 850 credit score for how professional you are, child.
I
I
need it.
hope
I,
you
I
do.
might need you to come over here and help me with that because I appreciate that. Thank
Wait,
you.
wait,
I'm
which
still
which part?
learning.
Which part are we helping? And are we helping with the chest or are we helping with the? Oh, okay, sorry.
We
I'm
might be
you
have
know.
we might have to do a little bit of both.
Oh, whoa, yeah. Hey, listen, sis. When the camera cuts off, I'm a flash you, okay? You gotta like end it, okay? Because that's type of stuff. They can't get the free access. I'm serious now.
No,
All
I
right, don't play
love
with
this.
me.
This is why I love you. Okay, so listen, like this topic is all about you. Whenever you contacted me and we was talking and we was chatting, I was like, oh my gosh, I had to peep you out. And I was like, oh my gosh, she is really all about being herself. All
Authentic.
about,
This is who I am. My
and
mama
I
don't.
love
My
it.
mama don't like it though, and I said that's why she look like a backwards question mark. Can't be a hater forever, sis. I'm just saying.
But
Saying, man.
no, that's what the people need to see. See, they need to see more of you being you, doing you. And I appreciate you showing that. I want you to let the audience know a little bit about what you're doing and the Kyndra Crump show and how you're serving and what's going on in your life right now.
All right, so I got ADHD, so part of those questions came in, so I'm gonna try to answer them at the best of my abilities. Okay. All right. So yeah, born and raised in Atlanta. I've been here since I was 0, And so I am just a comedian who decided to go after my dreams because I had children tell me I was funny. And it's three things that don't lie. It's children, a drunk man, and leggings.
That's
Okay.
right.
So with that being said, I said, hey, let me just try with the comedy thing. And I started in 2016 via Snapchat. And then I went from like 2016, late 2017, early 2018 on IG because I realized you can go more viral on IG than you can on Snapchat.
Right.
And so I started showing love to men. The reason why my following has grown so much is because I show love to men. Unfortunately, men will support you faster than women will support you. And if you have a few words of conversation with them and they realize you real, they're gonna follow, they're gonna share your videos. I'm like, okay, great. Next you gotta try, trick off on them. Or vice versa. Whichever one, that you get the most amount of money,
Right.
pimp hoe situation. I love it. Back to the story. So then I started jumping on people's podcasts October 2020 because God came to me one day. He said, if you want to get your videos out there, go and get your name out there by via podcast. And he was
Right.
also teaching me that this is what happens when you go after your dreams, that you're gonna have a lot of no's, but you will have some yeses. Not everybody's gonna like what you got going on. But if you have a real talent, I feel like you can go far. There are some people out here who have real talent, and there's some people who's like, bro, who'd you throat to get on the record, man? Like, you are not good at all. Like,
They just
anyway,
got in the room. That's what they
Chad,
did.
I almost said a rapper's name, but I don't want you getting canceled. Y'all can come on my podcast if you want to smoke. I'm about that life. Back to the story. Like the other day when T.I. had jumped on stage with that girl, I would have put up the dude like what you, and I would have like swung first. Cause I'm like, I don't know, he in my personal space.
He
I would have
really
swung.
showed his true colors.
But he's been like that. Ti has been poppycock, and that's a real word. Go look it up. But Ti has been pot, and I love it because that's the word cock at the end. Because
Right.
Ti has been crap since for years. I'm telling you, like he tries to do anything to stay relevant. Like you would never catch Ludacris doing the same things that he's doing. Luda's
No.
in the record, in the news every now and again.
Right.
But like I said, he's not on the extent of what Tip is doing. He's still one of my favorite rappers. Both of them are, but at the same exact time, there are just some things that it's like, brother, Walmart is always hiring. Fame is no longer working for you. Like it's okay. You don't have to. Nobody wants to hear. Let me ask you a quick question. Give
Yeah.
me a entertainer who you would not mind going to support if they came out with a new album, like from the old school. Give me an entertainer that you wouldn't mind supporting, like going to go buy their
Uh.
album.
Uh. Gosh. New Edition.
Okay, cool. So, like I said, it's like the thing is, like, nobody. I mean, again, I'm not no hater or nothing like that. I don't want y'all to think that, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just got to be reserved and kind of get out the limelight because you start making yourself look like a fool, and that's
Right.
something you don't want. And people, and the one thing about 2000 show, folks are gonna always remember the bad more than they will the good. So you
That's
always
right.
want to try to make yourself have a good representation of whom you are, and
Right.
everything else. Like look at Denzel and Pauletta. You never hear nothing about Pauletta in the news. You don't hear nothing about Denzel in the news.
Mm-mm.
So that's how you supposed to try to live your life. You don't. I was gonna say shocking combination. She was messing with the coke. Anyway, I got a joke for you. You got 4 sniffles around me before I start asking you, is it COVID or coke? I gotta know.
It's
Just
one of
saying.
the two, ain't it?
Let me ask you. You could plead the fifth on this. Have you ever personally known someone who actually told you openly that they do cocaine? Have you
Yes.
Nobody trusts me like that. I'm like,
Yes.
people tell me that they've killed folks, they've been in hit and runs or
But
something
see, the
crazy, or
person
they.
that told me this, they had to because we were a little bit too close, and stuff was switching up. You was
Oh,
acting
okay,
different. So
okay,
yeah,
got you. Are they okay now? Are they cool, or you haven't spoken to them since then?
we're still friends. We're
Good,
still close.
good. Is
Yeah.
it to the point? Are you one of those friends where you're like, listen, we got to go to rehab, or do you mind your business? When do you feel like as a friend you should jump in and say, hey, we got to go to rehab with anything
When
like alcohol,
it's
AA or so?
when it's starting to take over other parts of your life,
Okay.
like I mean, if you want, like, if it's like you got kids, or
Mm-hmm.
if it's spilling over into your work life, it's everything is crashing.
It's
Then I'm like,
cluttering.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
we might need
Gotcha.
to we might need to have an intervention.
Gotcha. Do you feel like you should give up on a friend when they don't want to listen to you, or when do you? Because being when it comes to being patient, when it comes to having faith, so you don't know if you're being patient or a dummy. So, like, what do you do in that instance as a friend, like where you have to know, okay, I got to walk away from you as a friend because you are more detrimental to my life and stuff like that, or I'm gonna keep working with you and stuff like that. When do you decipher the two? Because I don't
I
know. I just stopped talking to people because I don't have time.
I think it
I,
just depends on the relationship and that particular person. Like
Mhm.
the history, what y'all done went through, and how much they done took you through. If it's done went to that point the way you just can't take nothing else from them, then it's okay to step aside and be like, look, I love you, but I can't. I got to worry about me now. You messing with me. You messing with my health.
Mhm.
So when it gets to that point, because I've been there too, I've been on both sides, and it's been hard for me to even say no or yes, but I just gradually just go away. My friend always said I'm sugarcoating stuff. I don't sugarcoat it. I just kind of try to watch how I talk to people because I know words do hurt. People say words don't hurt, but words hurt.
Of course they
Um,
do. Most
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, they hurt. And so I was gonna say, with you being yourself and bringing it out, and you said some people don't like that. I want to commend you for that because not a lot of people can do what you do. I love your
It's
signature
not
move. You
easy.
got to tell us about your signature move with the Kyndra Crump show. And I
Listen.
love the fact that you are just being yourself. Like on my last episode, it was talking about pretty much stolen focus and how we let stuff ruin us and how we're programmed for rewards. Like we want to have
Mhm.
likes, we want to follow everybody. Everybody's imitating the next trend instead of
Mhm.
being they self. But what people don't know is that they have the competitive advantage because they are being their self and it's only one you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And let me say this as well. Like guys, it wasn't easy. I used to sit here and sugarcoat things because I was afraid of losing friends. But the bishop, Reverend, where is he? Oh yeah, Tupac. That's what white folks say. He's back there. He's back there somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tupac. He once said that the realest people don't have a lot of friends, and I'm perfectly okay. I be doing stuff by myself,
Me
and
too.
I'm okay with that. I like that. So in case I get hollered at, the guy doesn't feel like guys ain't gonna try to holler at you if you in a group
Nah,
unless it's 4-on-4. Like, have you ever had that where you got the 4-on-4? Did you get the cutest guy or the ugliest guy, or
I've
was he
gotten
okay?
both.
What do I have to do? I don't be getting hollered at by attractive dudes like that.
It depends on the group that you with. Man, I'm telling you, I done been in a group. I done been with my cousins. We went to Miami, and
Hmm.
I just knew the guy was gonna be in my face. Like, girl, he wasn't looking at me at all. He was looking at my cousin. He was the finest thing in the room. The finest. I was like, oh my
So
gosh,
whatever,
like
happened
really.
is that. Let me ask you something. I'm going back to responding to your question. Do you feel like that's breaking girl code if you date your cousins leftovers? Like if they went on a couple dates, nothing serious. They just went on. They probably shared a kiss and then they just went on about their day.
No,
Did you try to
no,
holler at him after like you realized? Are they still together or was that just a thing
no.
in
That was
my?
just a thing.
Okay, so did you try to holler at him after the
No,
relationship, the thing was over?
no. But I have
Okay.
been in a situation. My family a little treacherous. So some stuff just it don't bother me, I guess, because that's what I come from. I feel
Hmm.
like if you're respectful enough to tell that person, you know, if you're gonna take it there with that person, then okay. But if you
Tell
trying
yeah,
to,
let him know.
yeah, if you
Don't
sneaking
sneak
and
behind the
hiding, then
back.
no, no, I ain't trying to feel that.
I'm not sneak. Don't sneak behind the back. But no, going back to with all that being said, I like being by myself. I know at some point I might have to have security, but I'm like, well, Jesus didn't have security, and people want to say his disciples were his security, but I'm like, Mike Tyson don't have security. But then again, people don't know if I can fight or not. So I
Right.
might have to. But I'm trying to like be cheap about it. I'm trying not to pay nobody extra. But I'm at the point now, even with the comedy and me doing the PSAs and like responding back to my DMs and trying to like it's a process me showing love to guys. Like I
Right.
literally every day I'm like showing or every other day I'm showing love to guys so I can get my, videos views up and it can be like reposted so eventually can make it to the shade room. That's what I pretty much do.
You're
Right?
gonna get
But it
there.
it gets exhausting because I'm literally having conversations with all these people. Like I literally get 30 messages a day. I remember I'm like, man, my phone is dry. And it really is like on like when if people have my phone number, it's dry. But on
Right.
IG it's popping all day long. And I'm like literally I could answer all the messages and then refresh it, and a second later, 30 more messages pop up. I'm like, are y'all just waiting for my response? Go do something productive.
But that's a blessing,
No,
Kyndra.
it is, but I'm like, bro, I'm tired. I need an assist. That's why I cannot wait till I go on vacation next month. Cause guess what? I'm gonna be answering little messages, very few
Right.
messages. I'm gonna be gone for a month. So I'm gonna answer a few messages here and there. And
That's
then
all right.
that's what I do anytime I'm on vacation. Even if it's like 3 or 4 days, like answer a few messages here and there. And the people who really want to meet up with me, I tell them hit my DM.
Well,
You
I think that's
and I meet
awesome.
up in public places. There it is. Okay. You want to come to my house? No. What is with guys? Not even guys. What's with people trying to just invite you to their home and they don't even know you? It doesn't matter if y'all had one good conversation. That I don't know you.
I don't know. That's crazy because this is 2022 and people crazy. You can't just let anybody come to your house. They might kill you.
You know what the thing is? You know what's so crazy is the thing is people have been crazy since the beginning of time, but what happens is people try to overlook, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Bro, there's something wrong with that. Don't just sit here and go with the okie doke. It don't matter if he have, 15 children on you, still stay with him for better or worse.
Listen to you.
No, the people have been crap since the beginning. And I'm like, bro, you know what? I
They
feel
were
like
crap before us. You know, our parents, even our our grandparents. Girl, when I hear the stories, and then when I be like, Grandma, who that? Or I used to ask her, and then she'd be like, Girl, that's your uncle's other child. And I'd be like, Oh, that's the one that everybody be talking about, but you don't see. See, they didn't have social media back then. And I think that plays a big role in where we're at right now. Why people's focus sometimes is on imitating other people and not trying to stay in your lane and be yourself. But what is it something that you could tell them, Kyndra, like as far as like taking risks? How important is it to take risks when you're being you and doing you?
it's important because either you going, I was about to have this really profound saying, like fall for something or stand. Okay, I'm gonna just remix it to what I would say. Basically, the thing about it is either you gonna, go after your dreams or sit there and watch other people like go after their dreams and then make it and all that other type of stuff. Like you can tell where certain people who work at certain jobs, you can tell, bro, you really hate your job. But
Right.
you are so much better than this. Find something to do. Like that's the thing about me. I don't want to work for the man,
Mm-mm.
forever. It's like dealing with adult children, and I be ready to mollywop a lot of the other women out there. And I got one that she's got, an
She's
ass
being
whipping coming to
pre-warned
her.
today. You hear her?
She's got, I mean, she blocked me, but I'm like, we still gonna see each other. So what's up? Like,
Right. We see
look,
each other in real life.
co-worker beef ain't got no age limit, man. Anybody can get it. I don't even care. I let one of the cool managers know, hey, listen, if she tries something, this is what happened. I know you on vacation, but I'm letting you know. Okay. But anyway, but now, like I said, I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to be able to deal with like being at peace and not having to deal with um not having to deal with the issues that come with for working for somebody else in a sense. And even though I know running your own business is going to be tough, I'd rather be at a place where I call the shots. I might
Right.
have somebody over me, but me and that person, we get along great. And I'm pretty much like, I'm good. I want to be able to have that where I'm like, okay, God, we did it.
Right. I feel the same way. It's funny because I used to be a manager at Starbucks and
What was your favorite thing to get? Were you the district assistant?
I was the assistant manager. I didn't make it up to the district. Girl, I actually ended up messing up my leg, falling in some water.
What
That's
the
why my
heck?
knees messed up now, and I ended up getting a desk job. But
Did you go into a depression once you had that happen to you?
I did.
How,
I had
how
to,
how long did it take for you to finally kick depression's ass? Like when did you realize it was a couple months? You just woke up, you heard the birds chirping. Like when did you know I finally made it out?
well, for this situation, it took a year and some change. See,
Okay, I appreciate your honesty.
I've been dealing with depression for a while,
Hmm.
but now I know how to cope with it. Like I don't sit in it, or if I do, but hold on, I can be self-aware and know what it is and have to get my ass up out of it. Because depression, sometimes if you let it, if you go there, it can mess you up.
It
It'll
really
take you
can.
in a spiral and you can't come out of it.
No, it really can. And I had to get myself checked into the mental hospital because I just remember waking up. I mean, there were plenty of other times I just like I wanted to die, but this particular day I was like, bro, I am ready to go,
Right.
and I like being at the mental hospital, man. I ate 3 times a day, more than what I eat out here in the world, man. I'm like, bro, feed me some food. I'm like, I'm hungry, but it was cool. It was cool. But like I said, with all that being said, like, and it's okay. Mental health is okay. Like, this is something that more people need to speak on,
Yeah.
because it's like there's so many people out here who suffer,
Mhm.
like I was telling one of the children, and don't ignore the background noise. I'm in the hood, so
Oh, you
they be
fine.
they be playing cops and robbers, and they got we sometimes feel like I'm in Compton with the
You fine.
helicopter
You
circling
silly.
over. I'm like, guys, y'all see me doing a freaking podcast, man. Don't do this to me. Anyway, back to the story. So, but like I said, it's one of those things. It's one of those things where I'm an advocate talking about that. Being a comedian, like my pain comes from like my comedy comes from the pain and everything else like that.
Right.
And so I pretty much got to that point where I'm like, let me just talk about it. let me
Hmm.
let me share different things that have happened in my life, all the terrible mistakes I still keep making, because you know I'm just out there still doing what I feel like doing, but at the same time making a joke about it. Like, one thing about it, two things to show, I love it when I come across men who try to holler at me because they always make a great episode for the Kyndra Crump show. I be reading the text messages. I don't say their numbers, but if they're on social media, I tell them where you guys can find this person at, and then go
Right.
and say something to him in his DM or whatever. I want the message, I want the words to get out so they can know what time it is.
Tell the audience about this signature move. This is why you are being you and doing you. Show us a signature move on YouTube and why you started doing this.
Okay, Kendra Crumb's public service ass whipping announcement.
I love it.
God just told me to do that one day. I'm telling you, God told me to do that. The PSA came from this one comedian, who has stated, his name is James Jefferson Jr. He's on IG, and it came from him. And he had one day he said public service ass whooping announcement, and then that was the only time he said that. I said, oh shoot, that could be my motto and everything else like that. So he hasn't said it since then, and I can't wait till I come across him, because I'm like, bro, like, I'm shouting you out, bro. Like, you're part of my like comedic genius ideas. Just want to let you know you inspire me. You know.
That's why I love it. That's why once I like connected to you and connected to your page, I could just feel your energy. I can see why the people, they either gotta love you or they hate you. And if they hate you, I don't know what's wrong with them. They might
They
be
they
just
burning with an STD currently. Shout out to all the couples out there sharing the same STD medication. It don't make no sense. Just like the women who got really big butts and small breasts, they breasts looking like the cookies that finished baking in the oven. All right, don't make no sense either. Okay, and listen, if you got a B cup or smaller, hit me up. I'm starting little boys basketball camp this summer.
girl, they just don't know. It's funny because you're not imitating nobody. You're just being yourself. And that's what people need to see more. They don't need to see you trying to be in your other lanes and try to be like somebody else.
Uh-huh. That's
Oh.
true. So listen, child, I think even though I'm like halfway to 30, I think I'm really 50, man. I be getting tired. I be having, but wait, no, it's because my cat woke me up in the middle of the night. Man, I can't wait to sleep 10 hours tonight. No, you know what? Everybody listen, y'all need to start getting blackout curtains. I mean, I know it's half a blackout, but you will be sleeping for 40 days and 40 nights. I am telling you. Like,
Girl,
bro,
I need to
it's
get
5
some.
p.m. Oh
I
my
need to get some.
God.
Now I make sure I get some because I ain't had no black curtains in a while.
Yeah, this I got the color gray or charcoal and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
mhm.
Kyndra, what is it something that you could say? What's a takeaway that you could give to the audience as far as being yourself, doing you, not imitating others, using, it's gonna sound like it's a big long question, but it's really just me asking you what's your takeaway from not imitating others and being yourself.
I mean, well, if you try to imitate other people, it's gonna catch back up to you. Like, if you're not giving credit to the people that look, that you who inspires you, you just a fraud out here. Like, don't sit here be no Carlos Menencia. Like, bro, how do he memorize each comedian's lines from word from word. I'm like, bro, I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. How did you do
Right.
that?
Right.
But what I would say is just be yourself. People respect you for being yourself, and you know, I definitely want people to just know it's okay. Like, not everybody's gonna like you,
Right.
and you have to be okay with that. Why do you sit here and care what a person thinks about you? Like, they ain't paying your business. They are. You still shouldn't care. The only person whose opinion you should care about is God. That's it.
Right. That's right.
That's
I
all I'll say
love it.
about that.
No, I love that. I want to thank you. I really do. I'm thank you for the connection. I'm great that I met you. Let the
And you
audience.
coming on my podcast too. I like your energy. I like you. See, it
Okay.
seemed like you was getting so deep until you be like, wait, this ain't about me. Damn it, we going back to you, Kyndra. I felt the deepness. I'm like, oh, I gotta know. Like, did your friend try to like sniff it off your titty? I was thinking so many questions. I'm like, no, this ain't about her life story. This is about me. I be some taking over sometimes. I'm sorry. That's just
No,
the.
you fine. I love it. We can definitely talk about it offline, though. We definitely could go there. Let
Mhm.
the audience know where they can find you at on social media.
Instagram is the Kyndra Crump Show. So D is in the KYN as in Nancy DRACRUM is in Mary P's and Paul Show SHOW. And yeah, my podcast is the Kyndra Crump Show. My YouTube is Kyndra Crump. Make sure you put a space between Kyndra and Crump. I know a lot of y'all ain't the highest grade of weed in the dispensary. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
I love it. I love it. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Guys, make sure you go like, subscribe, and share. I am new, and we are signing out with episode number 20. Be you, do you, boo. Good night.